All right, next one. Oh, this is one of my favorites here. Retries, health and health points. So a lot of times if a student, I don't know if you've ever had this, but sometimes I'll have a student who bombs the test and they're like, ah, man, I'm done. I failed the test. There's no hope for me, right? And so they drop the class or they give up and they stop trying hard or whatever. In video games, what they do is you have a certain number of health points, right? Or lives or hit points or whatever. And if you screw up, you take a hit, but you're encouraged to try again and to try harder because now you have fewer lives, but you still have lives, so you still have chances. Okay? So the way I use this is my students all start out with 15 hit points at the beginning of a semester. And then if they miss an assignment, they lose a hit point. If they're absent for a day, they lose a hit point, okay? And if they get down to a certain number of hit points, I believe it's 5 or something like that, then they have to start emailing me once a week to keep me updated on what's going on. And then also if they get down to 0 hit points, then they are subject to being withdrawn from the course because they're not putting in enough effort. And then, but that's the negative side. On the positive side, and this is for my introductory level classes, specifically this, what I'm talking about right now, is if they keep at least, I think it's 11 hit points, then at the end of the semester, if they have at least 11 hit points and they're at least level 18, and we might get around to talking about that later, then they are exempt from taking the final exam. So they have to have good hit points and be at least a good, the minimum level necessary, and then they can be exempt. So they're encouraged, and I've had much higher attendance and a much better turn-in rate on assignments since I started doing the health and the hit points.